Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. It seems that Yemen has surrendered to the United States of America. This is breaking right now. I am getting multiple confirmations from places all over the internet. Okay? Do not put me on a stake if this ends up not being 100% true, but I'm going to read you guys the facts of what's going on right now. Okay, as you guys recall, today the United States of America and Israel did joint coalition strikes on Yemen's international airport, pretty much taking the airport and putting it out of commission. We got breaking. Trump announces that the U.S. will stop the bombings against Houthis because the group told the U.S. they will not be blowing up ships anymore, and they want to stop the fighting. I was actually on a live stream right now as this happened, and this news was broken to me by a viewer. Got another message here. U.S. President Donald Trump said during a press conference with Canadian Prime Minister-elect Mark Carney that the Houthis don't want to fight. We will stop bombing them and trust their word that they won't attack the ships. According to Trump, the decision to cease attacks in Yemen was made following the Houthis' agreement to stop disrupting importing shipping routes in the Middle East. It looks like they may continue to actually fire at Israel, but they're looking like they're going to stop the fight against America, which is interesting. This is an on-the-ground video of these fucking Houthis. I want to be like a little bit politically correct because it's a YouTube video and I might get flagged if I'm not, but look at these fucking people.
هذا العدوان الغاشم الامريكي الاسرائيلي ابن اليهود لن يخيفنا ولن نرجع ولن نستسلم. والله كل ما ضرب ما زادنا الا قوه واستنفار. استهدف المدنيين واحرق السيارات حقنا في الخط العام. مدنيين كلهم مدنيين ومحمد رسول الله ثاني ابن دمه ونت البحر احمر دم احمر.
Yemen has such a look, huh? The suit with the tobacco in the mouth, the chewing tobacco, getting high. These are the people of Allah. These are the religious Muslims that we're fighting, ladies and gentlemen. These are the people that we need to fear. Are you kidding me? These are the people of Muhammad. When did Muhammad chew tobacco and walk around with a dress and an AK-47 abusing people on the streets? Like, let's be honest for just one moment. These are the imposters of the sanctity of Islam. Let's be honest real quick. I may have to make a video on Instagram about this. Oh, here.
الله أكبر الموت لأمريكا الموت
Pretty sure they were saying death to America, death to Israel.
ولن يثنيني وكل ما ضرب ما زال الله قوة واستنفار في وجه الطاغية المستكبر وكل ما ضرب شبر واحد في أرض اليمن كل ما يستهدف.
Here it is.
الله أكبر الموت لأمريكا الموت إسرائيل.
Yep. It's still death to Israel, still death to America. They learned absolutely fucking nothing. Last article here I want to look for is Axios reporting. I guess is a little bit better reporting. I'm not saying it totally is, but again, these things can change and they probably will. So don't take the word as gospel. It's just very hilarious. We have to report on this. I know it's a news report day. A lot of stuff happening. The Middle East is so dynamic. You got to love it at a certain point. President Trump said Tuesday that Yemen Houthi rebels have capitulated and told the U.S. they will stop attacking ships in the Red Sea. The Houthis have not yet confirmed any such deal. Why it matters? The Houthi attacks have snarled global shipping, and Trump ordered nearly 2 months of relentless strikes on Yemen. What Trump is saying, Trump said that the Houthis had informed the U.S. they don't want to fight anymore, and we will honor that. We will stop bombings. They have capitulated. We'll take their word, and they will say they will not be blowing up ships anymore, and that's the purpose of what we were doing, Trump said. Secretary of State Marco Rubio added, this was always a freedom of navigation issue. You had a band of individuals with advanced weaponry that were threatening global shipping, and the job was to get that to stop. If that's going to stop, then we can stop. It doesn't mean that Yemen is going to stop firing at Israel. Most likely they will continue to fire at Israel, but this is a major win for Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen. A major win. Trump can really swing it around right now and be like, listen, bitch, I told you. And also, generally, this is what we've all been talking about with this peace by strength thing. The only way you get peace in the Middle East is by strength. You have to whip it around in the faces of the people who are trying to kill you and your community, and you have to show them that you mean business. And this is exactly what Donald Trump was doing. Exactly what Donald Trump was doing there. Behind the scenes, a source familiar with the issue said that the truce with the Houthis has been negotiated in recent days by White House envoy Steve Witkoff through Omani mediators. The Omanis are mediating between the U.S. and Iran in the nuclear talks. Split screen, the announcement comes as Houthis have been increasing their ballistic missile attacks in Israel over the past 2 weeks. A senior Israeli official told Axios the U.S. did not notify Israel in advance of Trump's announcement of a truce with the Houthis. We didn't know about this. Trump surprised up, the official said. Driving the news. On Sunday, a Houthi missile hit Tel Aviv International Airport. This is true. Israel struck the port of Hodeidah on Monday, and the U.S. conducted more than 680 strikes on Yemen. So, again, this is fresh, breaking news, just coming out right now. And here, finally, is the video from the horse's mouth himself, Donald Trump. Here we go.
We had some very good news last night. The Houthis have announced that they are not, or they've announced to us at least, that they don't want to fight anymore. They just don't want to fight. And we will honor that. And we will stop the bombings. And they have capitulated, but more importantly, we will take their word. They say they will not be blowing up ships anymore, and that's what the purpose of what we were doing. So that's just news. We just found out about that. So I think that's very, very positive. They were knocking out a lot of ships going, as you know, sailing beautifully down the various seas. It wasn't just the canal. It was a lot of other places. And I will accept their word, and we are going to stop the bombing of the Houthis, effective immediately.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. It's conflicting reports. We're not totally understanding. I'm also getting other reporting here right now live that states that breaking Yemen Houthis deny plans to halt attacks on commercial ships in the Red Sea, stating that President Trump's claim is inaccurate. I don't know what to tell you guys. In the Middle East, you never know what's up. You never know what's down. But what I can promise you is that this continues getting interesting. What I know for a fact is that most likely we are going to expect a lot more attacks from the Houthis onto Israel, especially if they are going to somehow halt attacking ships in the Red Sea, and they're going to divert all their attention towards Israel. We might be going for a tit-for-tat, big old back and forth with their hypersonic missiles, but who knows what's going to happen. This video is probably going to demonetize, so if you do want to support the channel, buy some merch like this white colonizer hat, or support me down below on Patreon, PayPal, whatever you can, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, class. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.